Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Celebrity Natal Charts. Today, we are going to be looking at the chart of Elizabeth Olsen. Elizabeth Chase Lizzie Olsen, born February 16th, 1989, which I believe is the year of the snake. Let's double check that. I've recently been looking this up before I started recording, and maybe that's why I've been feeling a lot of hesitation towards recording this video. Snake, okay, we know things, we're learning. Not ignorant forever. We learned the snake is actually very loyal in the James Hong video, Pisces, rising Pisces, I believe. What else it has to say about the snake? The snake is the sixth animal in the Chinese zodiac, starting at 12-year cycle. People born as the snake are mysterious, smart, wise, good at talking, determined, and caring. They value knowledge, work hard to achieve goals, and form deep bonds and relationships. The dependable, what is this? So who is compatible with the snake is the ox, rooster, and monkey. I don't think I really get along with snakes so much, but we learned that they're really good, would be really good at astrology and being leaders in the James Hong video. Yeah, so Elizabeth Olsen, she was born in Sherman Oaks, California, United States, February 16th, 1989. Like we said, the year of the snake. And she is best known for her roles in the films Silent House, Liberal Arts, and the critically acclaimed Martha Marcy May Marlene, which for which she was nominated for numerous awards. She is the younger sister of actress, fashion designer Mary Kate Olsen and Ashley Olsen. Super cool for her, and she has a rising Virgo. So this is the Aquarius rising Virgo video. We might see things in her chart that talks about her sister's fame, but let's just get into it. So first house in Virgo. So first house in Virgo says to me that she's like very granola. At least that's what like she'd like her image to be. Is like she's like healthy, wealthy, and it's like wellness and mindfulness. Her second house in Libra says to me that like her relationships will bring her a lot of financial prosperity. So like her biggest priority should be like her relationship. Um, to be like a good partner in her relationship. Her third house in Scorpio. So third house in Scorpio, especially with Pluto in Scorpio as well, says to me that she might talk about like spirituality and occult magic and stuff a lot. Um 15 degrees. She might have had like some near death experience at the age of 15 that she might talk about a lot. She may also talk about like very nitpicky, like how they say Virgos are, with people. So like, oh, you need to change this, you need to change that about yourself. Fourth house in Sagittarius says that she's probably very competitive with the attention of her mother and mother's side of the family, um, which I guess is a thing inside this chart. Um, Fourth house Sagittarius also says that she might have grown up in somewhat of like a spooky, scary sort of place that was like very competitive. That could be like Hollywood or, just the competition that is to be an actress or to get her mother's approval. um, and then when I see things in like the first house and in the fourth house, sorry, I'm like, got the sniffles. But it happens, right? I have tissue somewhere. Want to hear me blow my nose? So we have Virgo in the first house. Talking about the fourth house, like your mother's side of the family, your father's side of the family. That includes you yourself and your siblings because they're technically from your father's side of the family and your mother's side of the family. And we look at her fifth house of Capricorn. So like doing business might be difficult for her. She does have a lot of planets there, sort of supporting her. But see, like Saturn in Capricorn, Uranus in Capricorn, and Neptune in Capricorn. So like difficulty getting on television, perhaps from her sister's fame. causing limitation. So Saturn is a planet of Capricorn, or Saturn is the ruling planet of Capricorn. Saturn is also the planet of limitations. Capricorn is the sign of limitations. This talks about in this, celebrity natal chart series. I've been saying that Neptune is the TV antennas. So she has limitations on getting on TV from the ages of 11 to like 33. It's like 11 degrees into Capricorn. That's how I sort of see it. It's not always that, but sometimes it like denotes people's height or stature, ranking, age. So like Uranus in Capricorn, 4 degrees. So like 4 might have been like an awkward stage. I mean, 4 years old is pretty young. Saturn and Capricorn, maybe like dealing with her 4-year-old sisters on television. She might have been older than them, most likely, because she is. And Saturn and Capricorn, like I said, limitations here in the fifth house. So as I'm always saying, like the fifth house is also like the house of sexy distractions. Capricorn. So I mean, Capricorn is like high class businessmen. It's also like very toxic people, like drug dealers, maybe movie producers or something like that. That she might have been very attracted to. That caused limitations, and then she overcame them in her fifth house of Aquarius, which is also where her sun is. Sun of Aquarius, 28 degrees, and then we got Mercury in Aquarius, Venus in Aquarius. So Venus in Aquarius, honestly, all of these charts should just be called Venus Aquarius. I don't know if all Aquarius suns have Venus and Aquarius at the same time. Probably not, but it would seem. Which is like, these are people who are in love with their friends. They need this like awkward tension between them and their friends for a really long time to fall in love. So there should be, I guess, or most likely is somebody that she's been in love with since she was 16 years old. February 16th as well. So a lot of the people whose charts I've been scrolling through on astrocharts.com of Aquarian celebrities have a birthday of February 17th, which is the Star Tarot card, which talks about fame. She has the 16th, which is the Tower Tarot card, which talks about like an unstable or sort of like storm, like I said, like spooky haunted house type of childhood, type of life, which may have caused limitations. How she overcame them is like eclipsing, maybe even eclipsing her sister's fame. Maybe that's her superpower, eclipses. And so we got talked about Aquarius in the fifth house, and then her sixth house. So wait, no, hold on. I keep getting this wrong. All the Aquarian videos, I keep having to go back and forth through their houses. Yeah, okay, so sixth house, she heals herself, rising Virgo, obviously seventh house in Pisces, obviously. So she might be very distant from spirituality and connection to God and spirit, but like as her partner should be a priority to her, it should also be like a high priority that her partner be very spiritual and have a deep connection to God. Probably to deal with any type of like addiction she might have been facing in her fifth house. Her eighth house, yeah, like spirituality, occultism kind of makes her angry, so maybe she speaks out against it a lot. To contradict what I said about her third house, seeing this position here. Or maybe she contradicts herself a lot with stories of synchronicity and divine timing. Um, and because I sort of have this thing too where it's just like, okay, natal chart readings, tarot card readings, like, if you're in the Vietnamese jungle, fighting the Vietnam War or whatever new wars come around, are you going to have time to call, Dionne Warwick and her psychic friends to get their opinion on, is Charlie in the bushes? So that might be something that she thinks about as well. And in her ninth house of Taurus, meaning that a lot of her philosophies are guided towards like money and how to make money. I think she also has Mars and Jupiter there in Taurus. We got Mars, Jupiter, yep. So that actually brings her a lot of fortune and acclaim. Maybe like she went to college somewhere. that helped her with her difficulties of Capricorn and not being so great at business. In her ninth house, she like might have like a business degree or studied business so that she knows how to make money better or negotiate better deals or contracts with her movies and awards. But money also makes her very angry, and getting angry about money. And maybe that's like, in the boardroom or in the like in negotiations, she like puts on an angry face, and that's sort of another superpower. I think she's like in a superhero movie. So, uh, and then in her 10th house, midheaven, Gemini. So she's meant to be like a communicator, like mass communications, movies. But also, I feel like with some type of like political edge or some political message as well. That's sort of like her destiny. And what we also have here, I believe, is like Chiron and Gemini as well. Chiron and Cancer, actually. Okay, so I was like, actually, my first thought. Chiron and Cancer, and also the moon in Cancer. So she's very passionate about philanthropic, I think actually more so like political things. Her Chiron is also in retrograde, or I like to say reversed, as I like to see it as a tarot card reader. So she might be like a really good resource, uh, like on how to be a mother. Like, someone might, I mean, so with it being in retrograde, she might have a lot of advice on maternity, but maybe isn't the best glowing example of maternity herself and within her own family or children, if she has any. And then 12th house in Leo actually talks about like Hollywood and fame bringing her a lot of like misery and self undoing. 12th house Pisces making her feel very like lonely and isolated. So maybe being involved in movies and involved with Hollywood is something that she didn't really want to be involved with. But maybe there was no real other options because of limitations revolving Capricorn and Neptune, perhaps her sister's fame. Yeah, so that's what I see with Elizabeth Chase Olsen and the Aquarius Rising Virgo. Thank you so much for listening. If you would like your own natal chart reading, you can request one on my website. This is pretty much what it looked like and sound like. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.